For ankle stability sequence 3, we're going to do a couple of body weight exercises just to wake up the muscles of the calves, the muscles along the front of the shin, the muscles along the sole of the foot. Then we're going to do a drill on the step, which is going to build off of our clock, or our 4-point compass drill that we did in stability block number 2. If you don't have a small step, an aerobic step, or a couple of weight plates at home that you can stand on, if you don't have anything that's probably about 15-20 centimeters high at the most, then we all have books at home. These two are both well worth the read if you're into the fancy genre, so Brandon Sanderson, awesome author. But if I put those two on the floor, they're about the same height as the 2 weight plates. If I put a towel over them, I know that my sweaty feet are not going to damage the book when I do the exercise. So use whatever you have to hand to give yourself a platform on which you can stand. Yeah. But anyway, our first drill, we are going to plantar flex and dorsiflex, which shouldn't come as a surprise by now when we're talking about our ankles. But to do this, what we're going to do to start off with, we are going to grip the floor with our toes. We're going to go up slowly onto tiptoe, making sure that we keep the weight even across all 5 toes. We're then going to come down to the floor, we're going to grip with one foot, and we're going to dorsiflex the other foot. So we're going to pull the toes back as far as we can. And I want you to really feel the muscles along the front of your shin working hard. You're then going to put that other foot down, and you're going to dorsiflex the other foot here. Yeah. So what we're trying to do, I'm not shifting my hips back so it looks like I'm dorsiflexing. I'm locking my hips where they are, and I'm actually pulling the foot up off the floor. Okay. It's really easy to do this, and it looks like my feet are coming up. All I'm doing is changing where my hips are and changing the angle of my tibia in relation to the foot, rather than changing the angle of the foot in relation to the tibia. So again, we're going to do 10 of these. So everything even, grip, come up, try and make sure that all 5 toes remain even. Come back down. Grip with one foot, dorsiflex the other, dorsiflex the other. Up, down, dorsiflex, dorsiflex. Again, same as with all our stability and mobility drills, we're not looking to rush through these. Yeah, this is not a race. We are trying to feel the muscles. We're trying to connect with the movements that our joints are capable of. Balance, slowly down, up, up. You're going to do 10 of those. Then you're going to go to your step. Now, when we did our 4-point compass stability drill, we were looking at staying on the floor and moving out, keeping our knee over our foot whilst we moved around. We're going to do a similar thing here, but we're going to start with our foot that we're working up on a step. So when we come up here, what I want you to think about is where we've had our feet on train tracks to start off with, I want you to just slightly move off of the 12 o'clock. So if I was at 12 o'clock here with both feet, the leg that I'm working, I'm going to move the toes. So if it's on my left foot, I'm going to move it to somewhere between 12 and 11 o'clock on the clock face. If I'm doing my right foot, I'm going to move somewhere from 12 to 1. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a big movement. Now all I'm going to do, I'm going to grip on that foot, and I'm going to take this foot out in front of me. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to step down towards the floor with my heel. I'm not going to put my weight on the foot that's hitting the floor. I'm keeping a stable arch, lowering down, keeping my knee over my foot. Yeah, this leg is still taking the weight. I'm not going to push back up. Using this foot, I'm going to straighten and extend through my right foot. I'm then going to bring my leg level. I'm going to take the leg up the side slightly, still keeping this foot dorsiflexed, and I'm going to lower down, keeping my hips level. I'm going to take the heel to the floor. I'm then going to come back up, bring that foot back in. I'm then going to take the foot behind me. I'm going to step back down till my heel touches the floor. Again, try not to let this or my ankle collapse. I'm then going to take the foot behind me, and I'm going to drop down here, keeping the foot over. So again, stabilize, in front, to the side, behind. Take this foot behind the other one, and I'm just looking to get my heel and the outside edge of my foot to touch the floor, and then come back up. So I'm going to run through that 3 times on one leg, then I'm going to change legs. Now I'm going to do this way around on this side so you can see what's happening. So again, I'm going to find my stability. I'm going to take my foot in front of me. My knee is going to come forwards over my second and third toe until my heel touches the floor. I'm going to come back up. Feet come level. Foot goes out to the side slightly. I come again back down to the floor and my heel touches the floor. Come back up. From here, I extend the hip behind me. I'm just dropping that back heel down to the floor. So even though I'm working this ankle, when I'm coming into here, I'm actively dorsiflexing the foot to work the muscles on the front of my shin. I'm not just finding the floor with my toes. Then I'm going to come behind here, find the floor with the outside of the foot with your heel and your little toe. Come back up. All the time, working on that stable arch, keeping the knee over the foot, nice and slow. There you have it, guys. You can run through that 3 times on one leg, 3 times on the other leg. Then you go back to the plantar flex, dorsiflex drill for 10, and then you repeat. And you're going to run through that for whatever block of time has been allocated to you in your program.